Please be seated. We are about to start the presentation.
Am I audible? Yeah. Uh, I'm Jitendra Patil, Additional Transport Commissioner, Maharashtra. I thank NIC and MORTH for giving Maharashtra the opportunity to present the case and the development of computerization. At the outset, I would like to say that Maharashtra was one of the pioneering state in implementing computerization way back in 1993, 94, 95, wherein we started with 7 major RTO offices in Maharashtra, where online tools to transport online operating systems were implemented. This was a Unix Oracle-based platform. So initially it was an Unix Oracle platform which we operated on. The initial challenge was to codify the manual legal requirements of Motor Vehicle Act, Maharashtra Motor Vehicle Rules, Central Motor Vehicle Rules, and Maharashtra Tax Act into the logic that we require for computerization. And I would say that we have been associated with NIC Pune way back from 1993. And this logics were developed which were further improved upon. NIC played a pivotal role in overcoming these challenges. The scientists of NIC now have developed a robust system like Vahan and Sarthi, which because it's an online portal, now we are able to give the services to the citizens and we have increased the user experience. The efforts of NIC have been instrumental in modernizing transport department across India, with their contribution being critical in transforming public-facing services of the department. On behalf of Transport Department, I first congratulate and thank NIC for giving Motor Vehicle Department the face it has today. So this is most important, and I believe that goes a long way. We have the maximum footfall in terms of any government department, and we are the first point of interaction to the citizen, because a person at the age of 18, when he comes to the age of 18 or 16, he applies for license. It's his first experience with the government department. So Motor Vehicle Department is an important activity, as Ghosh Saab earlier, Shom Saab has already mentioned that the scope and span of the activity is huge. I would be, this was our experience with NIC, as a matter of fact, and we have been associated with such programs since 2004. And every program, this program was an enriching program, and over a period of time we have come up with these multiple modules which are now intertwined on Vahan and Sarthi portal. Basically, I would like to put in the case, my officers are also here, but as a user department, there are 2 users of this software. One is the citizen, and other is the field officer who is actually performing on the field. There are few issues which I would like to point out, like the downtime and the problems which are faced. Every time in each state there may be some peculiar requirement of the state which has to be customized into Vahan and Sarthi, and we require specific information which is for a particular activity. For example, now we have started welfare board for auto rickshaws, and we require information as to how many batch holders are there, what is the age of the batch holders, because the welfare board, in the welfare board we are coming up with a policy of giving some incentive or some pensionary benefits to those rickshaw drivers holding batch who are more than 65 years. So that information is required. Then integrating this data with Aadhaar is also a requirement. And with this, we would like to come up with DBT, direct beneficiary transfer, through some banks. So these applications have been developed, but every time and again, Vahan and Sarthi database is required to be tuned to our requirement in a different fashion. So that is one challenge. I think some user interface which could help us customize our own requirements. At present, you have a tailor-made report module which is there, but report should be customizable for the user as such. So the parameters and tables which you have in your software while we are entering the data, if we could customize those and check those and have specific information, so that will help our officers in really coming up to the conclusion. That's one issue. So there is a case for improving report module. Earlier we had this analytics model which is coming into. I know NIC is quite aware of this. Then secondly, ePUC, SLD, VLTD portals. There are a lot of queries being raised. Those queries, I think we should come up with a regular training module to train our officers about these portals. There should be a regular training schedule as such for training the officers. Then there's an online learner's license system. We have driving learner's license tests which are been conducted, but what we find is these test faceless services, the tendency of the user to defeat the purpose of the test and get the license. We have found such cases. So some features should be included in the software itself where such deceiving of the system should be stopped. So proctoring is one issue which NIC is coming up. So how we can identify, like you have in IIT JEE test where a person is, you check, you keep a tab on whether he is giving the exam properly. So that is one issue I think we need to look into. Then we have various stakeholders, like we have dealer point registration, we have financiers who are onboarded with Vahan and Sarthi. That needs to be customized, and we need to training on that aspect also, because we have users. Maharashtra has around 2,000 officers and around 2,000 clerical staff who are using this system. So there a continuous training program and orientation program is required. One more important thing which we have detected is a lookalike websites are made for payment of tax. And we had booked one case in Thane, Dapchiri, where the vehicle owner paid a tax on a lookalike website like ours, and the amount was not credited in our account. So some security and safety features from that angles need to be seen. And proper education needs to be given for that. As far as
that online, this addressing online payment fraud.
Yeah, what happens, generally we have found such cases where a lookalike website of NIC is done, and then people go on that website and pay.
So that's what I'm saying. What you are expecting, because it's a fraud site. It's a clone site of some other site, which is not actually the site.
Exactly.
So what we should play a role?
I think we want you to research on it, and then how this could be stopped.
I think state and MORTH should write to the security agency that
yes,
fraud website are being.
That's true. That's true. In fact,
similar instances of that similar instances of fraudulent sites have been referred by various agencies,
Yes.
even in the recent past also.
Yes.
And there is a mechanism where the MOD has sent such websites, these are phishing websites,
Yeah.
and there is a mechanism that these should be reported to MHA. And MOD has reported these to MHA, which have been blocked subsequently. So there is some mechanism. So these can be followed. I think a SOP can be made for
Yes,
that
sir.
purpose.
In fact, artificial intelligence could be used to detect such phishing sites and thereby blocking those. Because, yeah, it is not an NIC domain, yeah, true.
Only security agency like MHA, they can
Yes,
stop
yes.
it because they have the enforcement, they are the enforcement agency.
Absolutely. But detecting such phishing sites and reporting to that, to the authority, a mechanism to that effect should be developed. I think NIC is in a better position than the field department users to detect such issues. So that can be done, and then we can directly write to cyber cell or the respective authorities who can really block that.
Well taken. Thank you.
Thirdly, my colleague Sandesh is also here. He is Sandesh. If you could come and tell your points.
So Sarthi, the user interface has to be slightly improved because for making application for learner license, we have to go from one page to another page, and their experience is not so good. It has to be completed in 4 steps: in the application, document upload, payment, and one acknowledgement. And another thing is that after acknowledgement, whether it is a faceless application or it is a mobile-based application. For faceless, we are displaying a message that this is a faceless application, no need to visit RTO. But when it comes to mobile-based, there is no message as such that you have to visit RTO. Because when we saw the complaint system, we get around 10,000 complaints at least that people don't know what to do after making an application. So if that can be addressed, you have to visit RTO if you are making application through mobile. That's it.
The reports module, as we have rightly pointed out, every time as a user department, we get requests from various departments, give us this information, give us information in a particular format. Then we have to phone the NIC coordinator, maybe Sonar sir or BV Reddy sir, and then we have to write in what format we want the information. Perhaps a customizable report which will help the user himself to come up with. In fact, I remember the NR services which were there earlier. They were having much better report mechanism facility. For example, I'll tell you, identifying duplicate, one vehicle being registered twice. Earlier when we used to enter the chassis number, depending upon the global search, it used to give n number of vehicles which were having similar chassis numbers. Today what has happened with 0 is replaced by O, 1 is replaced by I, S is replaced by phi, or phi is replaced by S. All these things are while making the data entry, not the one which is coming from homologation, but for the old legacy data. This is happening. And then if we are able to find such records, for example, we had a serious issue in Maharashtra about the stolen vehicles which came on online NOC from Arunachal Pradesh to Maharashtra. Obviously, since the NOC was online, our officers processed the application, and subsequently it turned out that these vehicles were forged and the chassis number was grinded and some other chassis number was imprinted on it. The original vehicle which is there, which was still in Maharashtra, it was tax due, the said vehicle was taken over there, backlog entry was done and the vehicle was brought live, and then NOC was coming. There are certain conditions, for example, in Mumbai, vehicles more than 8 years old are not allowed. So a 2014 vehicle will be made 2017 or 20. Such things are happening. So we want technology to assist our officers to detect such things. That is one. If I am not mistaken, there are officers from our field office. we have to launch police complaints and face the inquiries. These all things have been happening. I believe with this August gathering, that issue will be highlighted. Again, the PUC issue, as rightly pointed out again, how to detect and how to ensure that the right vehicle has got the PUC. So it's again a technology solution. NIC is coming up with it. These are the three things again, the motor driving school, now we are coming up with ADTC, Accredited Driving Training Centers. If we really go into the rules, Central Motor Vehicle Rules 31 5J rule, which says that any accredited driving training center will issue Form 5B after the inspector certifies it in his premises. So whether that particular aspect is integrated into our software flow, that needs to be checked. In fact, we have, Maharashtra is the first to come up with that. But that customization and that testing needs to be done subsequent. So that is one more aspect which we would like to point out. Then again, regarding non-use, we had seen that presentation about e-chalaning, the last presentation, which is a good initiative. If that is brought into place, much of the enforcement related issues can be taken care of. Insurance validity is one more issue which our people keep on facing. There are two types, third-party insurance, comprehensive insurance. Some insurance is for 3 years, 3 years validity. For some it is 1 year validity. These changes which are there in CMVR time and again, I think those need to be customized. We keep on writing. We have to have an interaction with your team, and your team has been helpful to us. The IRAD data, that is one more issue, IRAD and EDAR. What is happening at present, the incidence is created by the police, and unless the police pushes it further, the respective stakeholder departments are not able to get the access to filling the data. For example, if there accident is happening, a simultaneous alert should go to all the different stakeholder departments so that they come. At present, what is happening, the police are registering, and once they forward it to RTO, and then only the RTO knows that there is an accident happening. So there is a time lag. During the course of time, the vehicle is already moved from the scene of the offense, scene of the accident spot. So actually registering the correct details, whether the accident was due to road engineering or road fault or due to vehicle fault. So we are, that is one aspect where it could be done. Like the ID of IRAD accident should start with taking the photo on the location. So the location and the photo is first registered, and then immediate information should go. So the police officer or the constable who is initially taking the photo, from there on the application should, that particular ID of that accident should be generated and then communicated to all the stakeholders department. Sir, please.
So I hope IRAD team is noting down those points. Vidyasankarji, please note it down those points.
One more point is one nation, one challan. If we are able to, the moment officer checks the vehicle on the road, the moment he enters the vehicle number, he should be, before proceeding further, if there are any pending challans, that should be displayed initially itself. So he comes to know that if this vehicle has been a defaulting vehicle. So that these are minor engineering changes which are doable rather. So these are the suggestions which we want. I would request Sonar sir, if I have missed out something, you please. We have been interacting time and again. No. I mean to say from customization point of view, we have been interacting. There are various issues, like for example, the SLD issue that we are facing right now. In SLD, after 2001, before homologation, there was some data. From 1st of Jan 2018, in Maharashtra, all the offices went online. And from 1st Jan 2018, new vehicle registered are coming from homologation. But the SLD issue which we are facing right now, the old vehicles, the data which is stored is not in the 16-digit UIN number which is mandated by MORTH.
Yes, sir, let me explain actually. If SLT team is hearing, actually the issue is earlier the data entry was provided to the IMVs. At the time of fitness, they were entering the SLT details. But later on in the last few meetings, Government of Maharashtra decided to ban it. They don't want that our IMVs need to enter the SLT details, and it should have to come only from the homologation portals. So accordingly, we took a call and our development teams closed that data entry part at the time of motor vehicle inspection. But later on what happens, that is the motor vehicles where ECUs are fitted, there we didn't find any SLT details over there. And the data is expected to come from the homologation, but it is observed that in the dealer point registration, one checkbox is given. And if dealer is checking that checkbox, we are allowing him to proceed for the SLD details. But in most of the cases, dealer doesn't go for the homologate that SLD details. And now we found that in most of the cases, we don't have any SLD details. And if SLD details are not there for that motor vehicle, at the time of inspection, IMBs are not able to proceed for the inspection. And thousands of cases are held up for the motor vehicle inspection. So we had a discussions with the department also, but somehow we need to take a call, that is either we need to mandate the dealer to make the data entry of the SLT details where ECUs are fitted, electronic control units are fitted. Otherwise, department should take a call where you allow your inspectors to go further for the data entry, sir. So it's a deadlock situation as on date,
At
sir.
present, it is a deadlock situation. One more issue is there are certain vehicles under CMVR which are exempted from SLD which had speed rating less than 80 kilometers per hour.
Yes.
Even for that, the system is objecting today. And the third thing is with the new doing away with the inspection part of completely built unit vehicles, you are actually in the vehicle, the system allows the vehicle to be registered because it's a provisional law. But at the same time, the SLD aspect, SLF aspect and ECU aspect has to be recorded. Again, the issue is in case of retrofitted SLDs, you have 16-digit UIN number. But in case of ECUs, you have a different number for that ECU. So that is again not standard.
So definitely we are working on that.
Yes.
Definitely we'll come up with solutions.
Thank you. Yes. So this was our point of view, what is required to be improvised in the Vahan and Sarthi software. One more, sir, suggestion is linking the driver to the vehicle wherever driving license, and if the vehicle owner, we register the mobile number of the vehicle owner. At the same time, if there is a provision to note the driving license number of the vehicle owner, over a period of time, it would be easier for us. For example, in ITMS, when a vehicle is detected by a camera, the offense is done by the driver, but the challan goes to the owner. So some mechanism to identify that the person who is driving is booked rather than person who owns the vehicle. So this mechanism, I believe, there should be some thought process and this problem needs to be identified. I thank NIC for giving Maharashtra the opportunity to present its case. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Maharashtra.
Thank you, sir. Now I would like to request Sunar sir to please give a memento to sir as a token of respect from all of us. Thank you so much, sir.